In the last video, we were looking at the height of the edge of a blade of a windmill at any time t, and we call that point Q. This time we want to come up with an equation using kind of like the graph as a guideline to model the height of the blade above the ground. So if you recall, we had time here, and we had height here, and the graph went something like this. That was one cycle, then we had two cycles. It's a bit uneven. I'll try that again. 1, 2, still uneven, but whatever, it's good enough. The topmost point was 12, the middle was 10, and the bottom-most point was 8. So the question is, what are we going to use to model the height of this blade? Now, if you recall, we have 4 kind of base graphs to choose from. One is the sine graph, which goes up, middle, down, back up. The other is, so this is sine x. Then we have negative sine x, which goes down, middle, up, and back to the middle. We have cos x, which goes from the top down and back to the top. And then we have negative cos x, which goes from the bottom up, back down. Now, of all of these 4, I think you'd agree that this is the one which matches the behavior of this motion without any phase shift. I mean, they are all any one of these can be used, but the negative cosine is the one which is going to avoid us having to use a phase shift in our equation. So no to this, no to this, no to this, and yes to this last one here. Okay, so that's going to be the graph we're going to use, the equation we're going to use, and it is going to look like this. H of t is going to equal to negative 2 times, oops, getting a bit ahead of myself, negative a. We don't know what a is yet. It will be 2, as you find out. Cosine, we're going to have a bt, and then plus k. Notice how I didn't put an h value in because there is no horizontal translation here. No phase shift going on. So what can we add in? The a value. That is going to be the amplitude. That is simply 2. The b value, which is going to be 360 divided by 1 cycle. And that will give us 30. And the k value is just where the middle is. Well, that's the sinusoidal axis of 10. So our equation, h of t, is going to be negative 2 times cosine of 30t plus 10.